It's 4 o'clock. You know what that means. It's time for Wonder Sparks DIY Puppet Craft. All right. Welcome everyone. Let's adjust here so you can see my face. Hi everyone, welcome. Welcome. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm Christina with Wonder Spark Puppets, and at 4 o'clock every weekday, Monday through Friday, we host DIY puppet crafts for you and your family. And that's not all. On weekends, Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m., we also host DIY puppet crafts. So that's every single day of the week. 4 o'clock Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. on weekends, Saturday and Sunday. So today is an extra special day. It's April 1st, which means that it is April Fool's Day. So I wanted to have a little fun with our craft today. I thought it would be fun to be a little creepy, a little mischievous, and make these really fun creepy crawly puppets. So in my example, I made a ladybug, but I think for you all today, I'm going to do it a little bit differently, and I'm going to make a beetle, something a little creepier. All right, so here is what you will need. First of all, a toilet paper roll. Y'all know I love using these. I mean, because why waste them? You can do so many cool things with them. You'll need a couple of sheets of construction paper. It's good if one of them is black for, you can see the body and the legs. I think it's a good color. But if you want to use a different one, that's fine too. You'll need some scissors, a glue stick, and some googly eyes if you have them. If not, as always, you can always use your markers or crayons or whatever you have on hand. And then lastly, if you want to make a ladybug like I did for the first one, if you're very fancy and you have one of these big hole punches, they can come in very handy, or you can just cut out the circle shapes yourself. So, but today, since not everybody has one of these fancy schmancy hole punches, I wanted to show you the example of the ladybug, but today I'm going to make a creepy crawly beetle. So let's get started. What do you say? All right. So first of all, I'm going to take my toilet paper roll and I'm going to cut it in half. We don't even need the whole thing. It's actually easier if we don't use the whole thing. So there we go. And it's okay if it gets a little flattened, because this is actually going to be the control of our puppet. This is how we control how it moves. If you see on my example, underneath the belly, that's where my toilet paper roll is. And my fingers go right into that roll, and that's how I can control the puppet when I move my hand back and forth like that. So this half of a toilet paper roll is going to be our control for the puppet. So I'm going to set that aside. And now I'm going to make a pattern. I'm just going to use a piece of scrap paper and I'm going to draw an oval. I'm going to use up about a quarter of the page. Okay. You see that? I just did it in pencil. So just a nice big oval shape. It's taking up about a quarter of the page. And I'm going to cut that out. And we're just going to use this as a pattern. You can skip this step if you want, but it makes it easier so that you can make more than one oval that are the exact same size and shape. So that's why I'm making a pattern here. The rest of that I can put aside. So I'm going to use my black sheet first, and I'm going to trace my pattern onto my sheet of black construction paper. I find that pencil shows up really well on black construction paper. So if you have a pencil, go for it. If not, maybe a white crayon or whatever you have on hand. Or you can just freehand cut an oval. All right. So I've got my, you can kind of see it. Yeah, when the light hits it, you can see the shiny pencil mark there. So I'm going to take my scissors and cut that out. All the way around the outside. Yep. Okay. I can set that aside. We're going to use some more black paper in a second, so don't lose it. And now I'm going to do the same thing with my other color of paper. I chose blue. I can use my pencil again, or you can use a marker. Whatever you have to just trace along the outline of your pattern. So that we have two ovals that are the same size and same shape. And once again, I just cut all the way around the outside. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. They don't have to be exactly the same size and shape. We just want them to be basically the same size and shape. Okay, so now I have a black oval and a blue oval. And I'm going to take the black oval. This one is going to be the body. And I'm going to glue it right onto my toilet paper roll. And I'm going to glue it a little bit closer to one side than the other. Not exactly in the middle. I'm going to go a little bit more towards one side, just like that. So I have my glue stick. Yeah. And I'm going to put the glue on my toilet paper roll. And then stick it to the body of my creepy crawly beetle, like that. There we go. So now we basically have how our puppet's going to work. So the color oval that you have is going to be the wings of your puppet. And I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half. You don't have to. If you want to, see, I just have made a little guide by folding it in half like that. But if you want to just cut it in half, that's fine too. We just want to cut it basically right down the middle so that we have two more or less even parts. And these are the wings of my beetle. So they're going to go on something like this. See? So that the side that I have, I'll show you like this. The side that I glued the toilet paper roll closer to, this is going to be where the head is. So if I turn it over, that's where I want my colored pieces of paper to come to a point. Kind of like that. So it looks like the wings are a little bit open. And then I'm going to put some glue right there. And hi Harry, hi Angus. They're joining us here. So I'm happy that we can make a nice creepy beetle puppet for you guys. So the side that I have designated as the head, I'm going to put a little dot of glue right there. So I can glue my wings. Make them kind of come to a point. Like something like that. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to make, on my sample, see I have a head. So we're going to do that. You're going to grab your same sheet of black paper. That's what I'm going to use. If you want to use something different, you can go ahead. And I'm going to make sort of a smaller half circle. What do I mean by that? I'll show you. Okay. So if you can see my pencil mark here, I've just used the edge And then I just drew a little dome shape, just like that. A little half circle. That's going to be the head of my beetle. And I'm going to cut that out. And you know what? Beetles also have kind of another little segment here. So I'm going to make one more black shape. For this one, let's see. Yeah, why not? I'm going to use the top part of my original pattern. It's a little bit wider. And I'm going to do basically the same thing that I just did for the head. It's just going to be a little bit wider. And I traced it. So I traced it right about like that. So you can see the outline. It's just another dome shape like that, but it's a little wider this way. So it can go on the body. And I'm going to cut that out as well. All right, and don't get rid of your black paper just yet. Keep it aside. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the wider black piece here, kind of towards the top. And then I'm going to take my other black piece and put it like this for the head. All right, make sense? So first I'm going to start with this little segment here. And I'm going to just put some glue on the back of it. Just like that. And now for the head. The head's the one that's a little narrower, a little smaller. And that'll go right towards the very end. Like that. So I'm just going to put a little line of glue on the flat edge here and glue it on. Something like that. Yeah. All right, it's coming along. Now I'm going to take my googly eyes and give my puppet some eyes. If you don't have googly eyes, a white crayon shows up on black really well. Or if you want to do a different color for the head, like a blue or something, it might be easier for a black marker to show up on. Ooh. Whatever is best for your puppet will be great. So these are the peel and stick eyes. And so I peeled off the back and I'm just going to stick them on right onto the head of my Creepy Crawly. There we go. Just like that. Nice. So for this one, as I said earlier, I happen to have one of these fancy big hole punches. So when I made my ladybug, I didn't make the other segment here. What I did to decorate that puppet is I just poked some holes with the black construction paper, like that. And that's what I used to make the dots. But not everybody has one of these. So we're gonna go for a beetle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna draw some little lines in the wings, just to decorate it a little bit. I'm going to use my black marker and just draw some lines on the wings. There's one. And there's the other one. So to just give it a little detail there on the wings. Okay, so we are coming right along. Now all we need is our creepy crawly legs. So I'm gonna go back to that sheet of black construction paper. If you want to use a different color, go ahead. And I'm going to take it, so this was the long side of the paper. This is the shorter side of the paper. I'm going to take the shorter side. I'm going to take my scissors and just cut a few strips. So, how many legs do insects have? Anybody? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 legs. So we need 6 legs for our creepy crawly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 3 long strips and cut those in half. So when I cut them in half, each one will give me 2, and that will mean I'll have 6 pieces. So there's 1, 2, here's number 3. So I have 3 long strips here. And I'm going to take them all together, line them up, and I'm going to cut them basically right in half. Okay, so when I take 3 long pieces and I split them into shorter pieces, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How about that? Math lesson. Okay. So what I did is I did a little accordion fold here to make the legs extra creepy. So I'm going to take my piece of paper and about a centimeter, I'm just going to fold it over. See that little fold that I made? And now I'm going to fold it the other way. And now this way and this way. And there is my cute little accordion fold. So you're folding back and forth every time. Right? So let's try it again. This way, then this way. Then this way, then this way. All right. And there we go. Couple of more to do. I'm going to speed through these. I'm old, so I've had lots of practice doing this. There we go. Back and forth. This one's number 5. If it's not exactly even, don't worry about it. It's still going to look cool. All right, that's number 6. So I've got all 6 creepy crawly insect legs here. Great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue all of my creepy crawly legs to the underneath side of my puppet. Use my glue stick again, and I'm just going to put some glue right on the last fold and glue it right underneath the puppet. I'm going to do that with all 6 legs. So I want to kind of evenly space them apart. This one is closer to the head, this one is kind of in the middle, and this one is kind of closer to the bottom. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. One, 2, and 3. Ta-da! There is my creepy crawly puppet. Get my glue stick out of here. So if you want to add maybe some pipe cleaners for antennas or some more squiggly accordion folded paper, you can do that, or decorate your puppet however you want. So once again, the way that you work your puppet is I have big hands, so only my 3 fingers can fit inside the toilet paper roll, but maybe you can fit 4 fingers, all 4 fingers inside. Doesn't matter. As long as I can move my wrist back and forth like this. So I'll angle my camera down a little bit. So let's watch our Creepy Crawly puppet move. So I'm moving my wrist back and forth. And that's how your Creepy Crawly puppet will move. So thank you so much. And I wanted to do this one because it is a little creepy crawly and it's April Fool's Day. So I don't want to get anyone into trouble, but maybe if you sneak up behind somebody and have the little creepy crawly legs touch them on the shoulder, ooh, maybe they'll think it's a real creepy crawly. I thought that would be a cute April Fool's Day prank, but I didn't tell you that. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. Anyway, so I wanted to have a little bit of fun and do something a little different, a little mischievous for April Fool's Day. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you have fun making your puppets. Again, please send us pictures of the puppets that you make. We love seeing them. You can post them to our Facebook page. And don't forget, we do this every single day. We have a DIY puppet craft from WonderSpark. Weekdays it's at 4 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. You can also support WonderSpark Puppets by going to our website, wondersparkpuppets.com. There's a tab that says Shop. You can buy some really cool merch, or you can also buy a raffle ticket, and that raffle ticket will enter you to win a private live streamed puppet show. So that's very exciting. You can also buy really high quality tote bags and t-shirts and stickers, all kinds of really cool stuff. And we also now have a membership program. So for a really affordable price, we have a couple of different tiers of membership. If you go again to our website and click on support, you'll see our membership options, anything from longer access to those live streamed puppet shows, to discounts at the store, to puppet chats, or extra raffle tickets, all kinds of different perks that you can be eligible for in the different tiers of membership. So check it out. You can show us some support, and you can also get all kinds of really cool perks. Don't forget, in addition to the puppet crafts, we have live streamed puppet shows every Friday at 11 a.m. And this week we're doing the Three Little Pigs, which is one of my favorites. The pig puppets are so very cute, so I highly recommend tuning in for that. I love that show. And lastly, this is the last thing. We have a sponsor. It is Swing It Playsets, and today is the last day to enter in their contest. You can enter in 2 ways, either by submitting a 1 to 2 minute puppet video of a puppet show that you put on, or a picture of a puppet that you made, and there are 2 different prizes for each of those. And you could submit by sending an email to play@swingitplaysets.com, and the subject line would be a contest entry. So 2 different ways. You can submit a video of your puppet show or a picture of your puppet, and there are 2 different prizes for those. Email that to play@swingitplaysets.com. Subject line, contest entry. And today is the last day, so enter today by 9:30 p.m. for your chance to win. Thank you so much, and tune in again tomorrow at 4 p.m. for another craft, and I will see you back here on Friday. Also, tomorrow is Thursday. That means our friends at the Astoria Bookshop are doing a live story time on Instagram Live. So if you are interested, we teamed up with them last week. So check them out for a very cool story time. They're a local bookshop here in Astoria, New York. So we wanted to give them a shout out. Check them out. Thank you so much, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.